What is GME for you, a squeeze or a long-term play? I don't know how you guys feel, but for me it started as a squeeze, and as the time passed I switched to a long-term play sentiment. GME is improving every quarter. We have the best chairman and CEO in the world. Insiders are only buying 1.2 billion cash, and if we get the French loan we are debt-free. I can't find a better place to park my money and WQIT for the future. I just hope that Teddy will be a bank and I can park my cash and everything there. What about both? Rocket. That's the amazing thing about it, it's both. Currently my bank is ComputerShare. GME and ComputerShare is my pension account, and my high-yield savings account, and my hedge against inflation. Both, and it's all about the money. After what I've learned, revolution. I'm still in to get a big bag of money out of it. But I will only sell a few shares because I believe in the future of GameStop too. For me, owning $GME is like owning Amazon or Tesla when nobody knew them. For me it'll be the end of the DTCC, Wall Street, and 50 years of corruption. I want Ken Griffin behind bars. I want naked shorting to end. I want central banks to go bust, so we have to move on to self-custodial wealth with blockchain. Plus a squeeze and long-term play rolling on the floor laughing. GME is my way to fuck Wall Street for all the people they fucked in the past. It's spite. Yes. I got in January 2021 for a squeeze and I'm still waiting. That is all. Someone else here said spite, and that resonates with me. When they shut off the buy button in 21, I was more hurt finding out how corrupt and controlled the market was than I was when I learned Santa wasn't real. Squeeze. I grew up on GameStop. But to be honest, I couldn't give less of a shit if it went bankrupt. It won't. The point of my participation in all this is to finally have an actual life, not hindered by the world's lack of support for my disability and the ability to make an actual difference on this sorry planet of ours. Hope. GME is hope. Anyone investing in stocks wants to make money. I'm here for the squeeze and I won't return after it. At least here to the sub. I will put my focus on personal goals and help those around me. To have the long-term play, shorts need to close and GTFO from the stock so the price can actually rise. When that happens, there's the MOAS. Can't have one without the other. And consider all these crooks should have already been arrested and forced to close every naked short they sold because it's fraud. Doesn't matter if the company does good or not. A long-term play. But not for profiting on a particular stock, but for better transparency in the market. Why not both? Yes. I'll tell you this. I am not holding for multiple years to hold a bag. I am selling them my shares for squeeze prices. And maybe I'll buy back in when the price settles. It's morphed into a fairness and justice thing now. Generational wealth. There is so much to do, the world needs healing. I just need money, man. Originally I thought I could score a few bucks to pay off my student loans. So I bought a bit during the drop right after the sneeze. Then began to really look into the fundamentals, and I'm over 1,200 shares now. I have like 85 of that DRS'd. But I see GameStop as my invest in till I die. Even after the squeeze I'll own shares. I'll never sell even if they become worthless. Let it ride. My mom said when I bought her some too. And that's the finality. This wasn't supposed to be long term. But it'll hold till the moon or else. At this point long term, as I believe in RC. As for SS side effect, if it happens, building my infinity pool. Never selling ever at this point. With more crime the infinity pool goes faster and harder. Both it is getting naked shorted every day unless OP knows something I don't. Squeeze hold. If I had to choose one. Squeeze. The stock can squeeze and the company can still function and grow afterwards. I want GME to succeed, but I added GME to my portfolio to make money ASAP. Right now it's my only stock and I probably would not have gone 100 all in on a long-term turnaround. 1030 sure. Turnaround play. Wrapped in a tech play. Smothered in a squeeze play. All served on a systematic risk platter. It's the everything play. I like to watch short hedgies cry on TV. New fetish of mine. That is all. Over and out. Both. Always both. Both. Here's the simple answer. I see it as both. I invested in GameStop because I always loved the company and I'm seeing it thrive. On one side it's a squeeze. Because I'll sell the stock at a high price once the squeeze happens. But also, once the price goes back to normal post-squeeze, I'll be able to invest even more in the company while being able to retire. Both. All I need is to sell one share to be set for life. I'll HODL the rest forever. I wish it would happen sooner than tomorrow. Weary pensive face. Whatever it is, I'll be there for it. I'm not savvy enough to dance around the market and make a living for me and my family. This is the play. I have a decent job and a lifestyle that fulfills me. I will continue to add shares and DRS. What's your plan, shorties? Long-term squeeze play for me. No price target, only up. It is funny. Over 2 years ago, I called Fidelity to DRS a bunch of my shares. The lady I talked to stated, "You are long-term investing these shares." I laughed a little and said yeah, while thinking MOASS could be any day. Maybe. She knew this was going to be stretched out and the shorters were not going to give up easily. Long term. No sell. No sell. I went through hardcore addiction issues for years. Sold everything I owned or traded to dealers. Lost my home, cars, everything. The only thing I did not sell was my GameStop shares. Wasn't easy, but I made it through it. I am now a year and a half clean and will hold forever. Yes. I might sell one share at 500 meters rest infinity pool. Really weird to switch. Nothing has changed regarding the thesis. MOASS baby. The problem is that it won't turn into a long-term play if they keep having their way with abusing the stock. It has to be a squeeze emo. The other would make sense only if there was no manipulation. Lock the float book make the SHF bleed green, laugh and hold. Pass it down to the next generation. Squeeze infinity pool OR attempt to sell to hedgies near top, reinvest long term after real price discovery occurs. I mean, why not both? Eventually, it is both. 100 squeeze. Why not both? If you draw a line, it will confuse the chicken. For me, one share is dedicated to squeeze play, the rest are dedicated to my retirement, which is still 30 years away. I won't sell at a loss, and I bought plenty of shares at 300, so doesn't look like I anticipate selling anytime soon. I'm just accumulating more every week at these lower prices. Wake me up when the battle of 180 begins again. Until then, I'm zen. Yes. I need the squeeze to get more money to buy more GME for the long play. Long, if not for me, for my children's. Yay, it's my bank now. At this point, I just want all the shit-eating criminal old fucks in jail and some justice for everyone. I can't retire or buy a home, even with one of the sexiest resumes in my field. So I work to buy more shares. The corruption goes too deep for me to really care about money anymore. I'm here to squeeze as many corrupt assholes into jail cells as possible.